Hey everybody, I'm Glenn.
I'm Xander.
And I'm Zachary.
And together we are Fun King 3D, and we were actually going to record this as a video today. As some of you guys know, we do all of our video recording on Saturdays. Today is Sunday because we just got home from ERRF yesterday. We took a week to get home. We drove really slow. And so we were going to record this as a video, and we thought it would be much more fun if we did it as a live stream and you know, interacted with all of you guys. So yeah, yay. We're all tired. We're definitely tired. So Wally's 3D is in here. Justin 3D is here. I'm just gonna call you Justin because that's how I know you as. Robbie Mac is in here. What up, back home again, Cup? Uncle Walt is in here from Country 3D, tagging up that country club in our chat. Shane, Game Critic, is here. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff. It is, and that's actually why we chose to do this.
It is?
This video first, because I need to get all this stuff off the table so we can record the rest of our videos today. We have our MakerBox video to do today, and our Alien 3D box video to do today. And I think there was another one. Wasn't there another? Oh, Mailbag Monday. We have to record Mailbag Monday today to have it released tomorrow. So, yeah, this is, and you guys, I mean, you guys can't even really see all of it. Let's see if I can, let's see if we punch you up to the, here, and it's completely out of focus.
But they can tell that it's a lot of stuff.
I mean, yeah, just that's the pile laying here with all of the 3D printed stuff. So
Uncle Ron said hi, Glenn, Xander, and Zach, and Priscilla, since I know she's in there somewhere.
She's actually right there.
Zach, point.
She didn't want to come in on this stream. So Tony Ryan says hi. He's streaming MK2 to MK2. I looked to see who was streaming. I didn't see anybody streaming before we started this, so I didn't mean to walk on Tony's videos. So that wasn't very nice of me, but I did try and check before we did this. So
well, we should end the stream now.
Well, we'll end the stream with a raid over to Tony as long as he's still streaming. Show him, can you? Oh, why do you not have mod rights? Show him, will you post a link to Tony's live stream for me, so that and I'm gonna have you do it towards the end too if you're still here, so that everybody can go raid him towards the end. I'm really tired, guys. All right, so before we get to this, I want to give you a quick rundown on how the week went. So obviously we were at ERRF, which was amazing. We did our stream. Hey everybody, it's Chris Riley from Chris's Basement. So I have to do that now, you know. So yeah, if you didn't catch our other live stream that we did from that hotel, that was fun. We did leave Washington D.C. and we went to south of the border there, on the North Carolina South Carolina border, and we spent just well, a little longer than we should have. The restaurant was incredibly slow. The food was incredibly terrible. The place is horribly run down. But if you get by there, definitely stop because it's still fun. They have one store that's full of silly hats, and if I would have had a surplus of cash, I would have bought all kinds of silly. I would have bought all kinds of silly hats.
Okay, so
should we lay this down so everybody can see Zach better?
So Shulm answered your question. Why didn't he had mod? Because you didn't give him a wrench.
Yeah, well, I don't know why I hadn't given it to you, but now you got it. So, never gets old. Chris Lane from Venturi 3D has joined us. Hi, Chris. The giant sombrero. Oh yes, the giant sombrero. We didn't go up into the observation tower or any of that. Yeah, you can go up in that.
Oh, that's cool.
But we've just gone into a couple of the stores. That place has been there since the mid-40s. It's pretty awesome. But it's just so run down. But all right, so we left out of there and we went over to Atlanta because what's more of a direct route from south of the border home than going all the way across the state of Georgia to Atlanta. But we took the kids to the aquarium. Xander's been asking to go to an aquarium for about a year now, and they've been there, but it's been a while, and Zach was just wee little, so we went, and it was an awesome day. We took the back scenes tour where we got to go and see like the filtration setup. They filter 10.5 million gallons of water every 58 seconds. That is impressive.
And he told us the secret recipe to make salt water.
Oh yes, he did. But you're not supposed to share that.
But I didn't share how to make it.
Okay. Because he said it was a big secret that they use.
Huge.
They use salt and water. So, yeah. So then we finally made it home. The hotel that we stayed at in Atlanta was fantastic. It had a wonderful mattress, and so now I have to go buy us a new bed mattress because it was awesome. The kids don't know they slept on a pull-out couch. So, but all right. So without further ado, we don't want to do this for too long because we really do have a lot of videos to shoot. But we just kind of wanted to share all of this amazing stuff, and we probably won't touch on everything here because there is so much, and due to time constraints. Plus, I got to be honest, I don't know where some of this stuff came from. This is the first time. Yes, that is actually the Orléans grenade. Uncle Ron made that for us. And then he also printed us this crown, which turns out to be a great stand for the Orléans grenade. But this is the first time. I mean, we've really only been to 3 big shows, which was New York Maker Faire, then MRF, and now ERRF. I mean, there's been a couple of. We went to Orlando.
3?
We went to Orlando Maker Faire, and we also went to Gainesville's Mini Maker Faire. Now,
very, very mini.
It was small. In Gainesville, we did let Xander have a little bit of freedom to roam a little bit. No, not yet. Show him. I have it sitting right here. We're gonna do it right here on live video. So, no, Uncle Ron, there was no pool. There was no pool in any hotel we stayed at. The extended stay, they had concreted it in. Well, I showed you guys that. But the other one didn't have a pool, so no, he has yet to go swimming. But no, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? I derailed. So Xander had a little bit more freedom at ERRF. We just kind of let him roam, as most of you guys know. And so he was coming back with things. And okay, so for instance, that's a Mario coin. Oh, from Shom? See, I don't I don't necessarily know. And then the one thing that really bites me, that kind of upset me.
What is that?
It's a Chris Riley Benchy.
Did we seriously get another one?
Mister, I got rid of all of them. We ended up with one. So
what?
And I mean,
that's the one I chose.
I have a whole shelf of Benchies, and you had to have a Chris Riley Benchy.
It's a nice one, and it came from.
Oh yeah, we actually ended up with 2 because Zach kept one as well too. I'm not really upset about it, Chris. It's awesome having one of your Benchies in my collection.
I apparently photobombed Shom's videos a few times.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So, but yeah, so like a lot of this stuff. I mean, a lot of it I can identify. Like obviously this came from Mosaic. I don't. Maybe we should go to this camera. I don't know. We'll try this, and then this came from the Mosaic palette, which was cool. And they put that ring on there and everything. That metal ring.
So.
You had to have got this because I didn't.
Think so.
Gosh, next time take notes, would you?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
But I mean, there's just so much stuff. I mean, we got another one of Martin's Maker coins. You want to tell the story about this owl?
Okay, so this owl came from Jellybox, but that's not the only thing. Okay, it's one of the 3 that I got from the bed of Jellybox. Okay, so at New York Maker Faire, I got something off the bed of Jellybox, At Murph, I got something off the bed at of the jelly box, and then ERRF.
So, and he was quite proud of this. The print quality on this is fantastic. I like the concept of that jelly box. I really do.
But not Orlando. Go.
Oh yeah, that's right. They didn't show up at Orlando. Well, jelly box, November this year, Orlando Maker Faire. We'd like to see you there. But he was he was so proud of that owl. Like he was walking around with it. He was so happy that he got it. So Shane from Prusa said, "Well, maybe you can have something off the bed of the Prusa." And this happened to be what was printing. And he said, or you could have one of the things that were already on the table. And I'm like, go for the dragon, go for the dragon. So, and it's just stunning. It's just stunning. So, but everyone needs a Chris Benchy in their home. There's a lot of people right now that have Chris Benchies in their home. Like I was saying to little kids, hey, you need to take one of these boats, and the parents are like, no, and I'm like, shut up, you're taking a boat. I'm like, I have a Ziploc bag of them to get rid of. So
I think Chris took the Ziploc bag.
No,
he didn't.
I'm pretty sure you can tell me if I'm wrong, Chris.
I'm pretty sure he took it.
I think he left it, and I think we gave them all away.
No.
Or they're still around here somewhere, but
I think he took it.
But yeah, I mean, again, I mean, this stuff is there's so much awesomeness here, and some of this stuff. This is from Ali at Potent Printables, which I don't know if I can get it into view, but it's a top that apparently I'm too clumsy to use.
It's hard to use.
It's all printed together, which is too cool. So, and then not even what we got as far as the show goes, but I have a Chris Benchy from an E10. I don't think it was the one I won though. No, that the E10 that you won, Randy, was not that never printed a Benchy. But Chris does have an E10. So, oh, he did. He said he took about 15 back with me. He should have left them. I would have got rid of all of them.
Yes,
so,
I would have walked around like, hey, do you want a Benchy?
All right. So, the filament collection. All right. So these two boxes of Inland, they weren't a gift. I bought these, but that's because I finally got to touch a Micro Center again. So, and there's two kind of within proximity of Atlanta. One was 12 miles away, and it was going to take 35 minutes to get there. The other one was 20 miles away, and it was going to take 35 minutes to get there, because that's how Atlanta works. So we went to the one further away, which was in Duluth, Georgia. And so we've now seen the two that are around Atlanta, and their filament section was relatively tidy. It wasn't really labeled very well, but it was tidy, and it was $12.99 a kilo. So I got some red and blue so I can reprint Tommy Prince, the toilet paper holder, the Lego guy toilet paper holder, because
I sure wish there was one nearby. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah. Yes, Micro Center, you need to come to Florida. I traded the Lego Man toilet paper holder to Repcord for many favors that he now owes me in the future. No, he had given me a set of his nozzle cleaning, the nozzle cleaning kit. So, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm hoping that it fixes the intermittent clogging on the Prusa, which will be awesome. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of that because it was blocking my face.
Do you have a clog on the Prusa?
Yeah, it just comes and goes. It's because I keep switching back between PETG and PLA. So, but yes, I did buy myself those two rolls so that I can reprint the Lego guy. We got 4 of the sample rolls, courtesy of Geek Tech, Ryan at Geek Tech. This is Ziltech filament, and they sent him a crap ton. So I was able to get 2 whites and 2 blacks. And I'm going to end up making a huge pile down here. I just want to start to clear this off. This, and I haven't seen him in the chat, Mike Never Let the Machines Win is here.
German printing
and Don, the German printing nerd, is here. This, I'm 99% sure that it was Mike Redlight that handed me this filament, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, and I apologize. because I also know that Robbie Mack's pretty good about throwing stuff at me too. But I'm pretty sure this was Mike that gave me this. This is Printed Solids in-house brand, and I had not had a chance to try it yet.
I wonder what color it is.
I was thrilled. I was thrilled when he brought that over, and of course, that's our color. You know, we got to have the yellow. We got to have the yellow. Oh yeah, and then I slid this in here, which works out perfectly, being that that he just joined us. So that's Mike's sticker, which is awesome. But yes, and again, if I'm wrong, we came back with 21 rolls of filament from ERRF ourselves. One from you, Glenn. Thank you again, my friend. Absolutely. Well, I wasn't sure that if you guys had ever tried AIO Robotics. AIO sent me the 12 rolls to give away, but they don't ever give me any stipulations. It's never like, well, we want you to give it away like this, or you have to. I mean, they never. There's no ruling. If I want to bring them home and use them, I can. They're very good to us, and that's why we push their stuff. Which, by the way, if you're over the pond on the other side, search your Amazon for Win Robotics. Their filaments are now available over there. I also got notification while I was gone that they have 4 new colors. They added more to their silk line, so definitely check those out. Okay, so I had to throw that little commercial in there because they really are good to us. So, but they didn't give me any stipulations on how to give it away, so I decided I was just going to literally give it away. So I would take a roll when I was going to go walking. I would take a roll and I would just walk around, and I was actually picking kids. I was finding you know, not like, you know, but you know, Xander's age and up, and I'd say, hey, do you have a 3D printer? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, here, try some AIO Robotics filament.
I give some to Jellybox.
So, and that's fine. And yeah, I mean, we sent a roll of pink over to Heather for you know, the 3D Pink Mafia, because again, I don't know who has and who has not tried AIO Robotics, but if you have not tried, do it. In fact, AIOrobotics.com/rewards. Get yourself entered to win a roll. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that you win, because I think everybody wins. It's pretty close to that. So, but anyway, so this roll of filament, as you can see, is not complete. It is an inland. And the color on this is orange, and it looks a lot like the Maker Geeks. Yeah, what was that? Peach ice cream or whatever they called that. But the funny story behind this, and I know you guys have heard the story that I've told about Zach at Murph, how he figured out that if he goes to the table and he says to the people, hey, I really like that people were giving him stuff.
Now, why didn't you do that to Jellybox?
So, because we don't do stuff like that. So it was all ha-ha funny. And so we were outside loading up after ERRF, and we were carrying some stuff out for John from How I Do It. Or was it Matt from You Do It? It's Matt from How I Do It. Everybody gets them confused, so that's the joke.
No, I think it's just a joke that they don't get it confused. It's
not anymore, right? Because it's been such a joke. So we were carrying some stuff out for Matt, and he busts out this roll of Repcord's purple, and now I can't even remember the name of it, but this is like a really special purple, and it's beautiful, and you can't get it anymore, and he's like, I wanted to see it. I'm like, Matt, let me see this. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, just give me the roll of filament. I'm not gonna leave with it. Give it to me, you know. So he hands it to me, and I just check it out and I hand it back. Well, Zach comes up and he goes, I really like that purple filament. And Matt's like, too bad you're not getting it. And he goes, but wait a minute. Turns around, digs through the box, and pulls this out and goes, but you can have this. Okay, so we're trying to teach Zach that this isn't really something that he needs to do, that it's a joke, but yet people keep giving him stuff.
Well, Jimmy figured it out.
And then, of course, Matt says to me, yeah, enjoy that, because that's the new Inland PLA, and it's horrible to print with. But I hadn't tried it yet, so that gave me an opportunity. We're going to get to try that at no cost to us, which is exciting. Not that yet. This roll of filament, which is pretty special. This is Filamentum PLA in silver. And it is a partial roll, and it's only a partial roll because Shane from Prusa gave that to me. He's like, here, do you want the leftover roll? I'm like, heck yeah. I'm never going to turn down some filamentum. That's nice stuff. It's not yours. Get off.
And now it's IC3D purple.
This roll is special because it's the only one.
What?
So it's the only one. So IC3D had given us a roll of PETG and natural. They had only ever produced 2 rolls. We got one. They had one in-house. And it's phenomenal filament. And when we got to ERRF and we set up, we had Rocket, the AM8.
Oh, yeah, ERRF.
And I had a roll of AIO robotics hanging off of it. And Sean from IC3D came over and scoffed at it. And I'm like, brother, you're the only one that can fix it. So about 5 minutes later, he shows up and he's unwrapping this and he takes the AIO down and puts this up on the spool holder of the AM8. And but that is the only roll of purple that's in the wild, from what I understand. So, booyah!
Now we have some more IC3D.
And that's PETG, by the way.
More IC3D PETG.
Yes, this roll is special just because it is. This is a roll of black PETG, also from IC3D.
He says that about.
Well, each one has a good story. This one actually says Glenn right on the bag.
Yes.
Because when Sean said to me, hey, what color PETG do you want? I said, yellow. And he said, out of the colors we make. And I said, I'll take black then. So he brought me a roll of black. Now, again, if you guys haven't tried IC3D, definitely try IC3D. It is fantastic. Yeah, Uncle Ron said purple haze. That is absolutely the color purple haze. So, they just launched their PETG. In fact, ERRF was the launch of it. Again, we did have a roll beforehand. I've got some things around here printed. In fact, I have a whole bag of parts printed for the MPCNC machine out of their stuff. It is incredibly strong PETG. I printed a 5mm thick piece with a 40% infill and 4 top, 4 bottom layers. And I cannot, with all my might, break that thing in half. Now, I mean, if it was this long, I'm sure I could, but it's this big, and I can't break it. So I'm weaker. It's great, one or the other. I'm annoyed my Duet Wi-Fi won't turn fans on anymore, no matter how I set them up. Trying to troubleshoot. Meanwhile, have you reached out to Duet? They may. They're probably going to want to help you out with that. I can't imagine they'd turn their back on you. So anyway, is that all the filament?
Yeah,
I guess that's all the filament. Oh, that's sad. But that's good. It's okay. It's okay. So thank you to all that gave us filament, and thanks to Micro Center for selling me some. Nice young man working at that Micro Center. Then he said to me, he goes, well, while you're here.
I think it was like, his name was like Dan or something.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm bad with names. Dan was the guy at the aquarium that took us on our tour. But no, he said to me, he goes, well, while you're here, do you want a Raspberry Pi? And I'm like, do I want a Raspberry Pi? Like the way he was saying it was like, you're here. Can I just give you a Raspberry Pi? And I'm thinking, that's not normal for a retail store. And he said to me, he goes, yeah, a Raspberry Pi, it's a prototyping computer. I said, oh, no, I know what a Raspberry Pi is. But no, he was trying to sell it to me. So he was doing his job. Good job. So, yeah. And again, that's the holy hand grenade made by Uncle Ron and the Crown. So we had those on our table the whole time at ERRF. You want to talk about that? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uncle Ron also gifted us with a laser tag set. Okay. So there's 2 guns so you can be James Bond.
No, I think that defeats the purpose. You're going to shoot yourself?
What do you mean?
It's 2 guns so you can be James Bond. I don't think James Bond uses 2 guns.
Oh.
Sanders apparently never watched the James Bond.
I haven't because you don't let me. And then these are chargers. Very fascinating. And then these are bugs that you can shoot at. With the guns.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so laser tag set because Uncle Ron is entirely too good to my kids. Yeah, actually, we got an Airbnb. Got an Airbnb with Uncle Ron and James from Print and Play, and Walter and his wife from Country 3D, and Uncle Ron didn't want to have to deal with the kids, so he bought him a bunch of toys.
And the people living in the basement.
Yeah, with the owners living in the basement. So, Apocalypse Survivor wants to know whose shoes. These came from Shom at a Skewed View 3D, and I'm gonna have to punch these over onto the detail camera so you can see them. Tell me those aren't just the most awesome set of Converse you've ever seen in your whole life. And those are going to none other than Bigfoot Xander. So, but we definitely wanted to show that. Shom is also very, very good to us and the kids, and is constantly giving us stuff. So, Shom gave me this cool mug.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's go to here. Gave me this cool Flintstones vitamin mug that's got to be from the 70s. I'm not even sure if it's got a date on it because my eyesight's not great. But it also came with some cool collectible cards, which are Star Wars sticker cards. We got some of the original Superman cards, and I'm showing these to you all upside down. Like Christopher Reeves. I guess he wasn't the original Superman, but he was my original Superman. So, and they're the kind, I don't know if you guys, some of you guys are too young to even realize this, but it used to be like a puzzle on the back, and you could put them together and make a puzzle. So
I was really hoping they didn't fit Xander.
Yeah, Grisilla was hoping they didn't fit Xander. She wanted to take them. But Sean also included these cool dinosaurs in my cup, but I didn't get to keep them for long. Somebody else claimed them. Yeah, my dinosaur fan back there. So, but those are super, super cool, Shulman. I really appreciate it. I love, stuff from my early days. Do you want those?
So when the world was created.
Ha 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 ha! You're such a funny guy. This is what he sent for Grisilla, and this is amazing. The transition and the filament worked out just so perfectly. The print is amazing.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Print.
Absolutely. Oh, I'll try to get that in screen there. I've been away from streaming for a while. I don't remember how to do it.
I don't think we remember how to film.
These came from Kat, and she said it was very hard to pick stuff that we didn't have over here. So when she got here, she realized that we had Ricola, and she was like, "Oh," but they were in a bag. This is in a cool little tin. So, plus I don't know if we have this kind, but we have that brand, but not necessarily this. And I can't read this can, so I don't even know what it says. And then she said that these were. How did she describe these, honey? They're like a hard, like warm milk or coffee to eat them, but they're a snack. They're a Swiss snack. So and she said that they add the I at the end to make the name cute. Is the way she put it. So I can't say that.
Okay, so Chris Lane said George Reeves was the first Superman.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds
then
right.
It was Christopher Reeve. Then there was a TV show, Superboy, with Gerard Christopher.
Gerard Christopher.
Gerard Christopher. I knew the writer and saw the set at Universal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Weird naming conventions. Oh, and then there was Lois Lane. Well, yeah, but so Chris Lane could be a Superman? Sure. Yeah. All right, so the Star Wars puzzle also came from Shom, and that was to you. That was Xander's.
But Mom wants it with.
Well, yeah, I think it could turn into a whole family thing. That's 1,000 pieces, and it's one of those puzzles where the small pictures make up the big picture. So That will be fun.
And we got a ball.
We got a kickball, a
Ball.
football, and a frisbee, all from Uncle Ron to keep the kids entertained at the house.
Even though we used them none. Okay.
Zach played with that kickball a lot.
Okay, so now we have an ornament in summertime. Whoa. Okay, so it's an ET.
You don't have to take it out. You don't have to take it out.
It's an ET ornament.
That is an ET ornament for our Christmas tree, which is awesome. Love us some ET. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay,
we don't have time for
and
you to be
now
hiding
here
stuff
we
under
have
the table.
that
We have a lot of
stuff.
stuff to go over. So, and then this is all from Show'em as well, too. The Christmas tree ornament and both of these Star Wars ships were from Show'em for the boys.
Then we have this.
Put that back. I was
Oh,
using
okay.
that to hold the frisbee up. All right, so you know the
Okay,
collection. The
So
collection.
I'd like to explain
I'm gonna drop the hammer on you.
Oh. I'd like to explain what like these little vehicles are. Little vehicles. Like this guy had like a stack of like boxes, like stairs, and then he had 3D printed slinkies. And if you made the slinky touch every square, you got a prize.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Mhm.
That's pretty neat. So, and again, those were things that ended up back into our collection that I didn't know anything about. The bricks aren't printed on these, are they?
What do you mean?
This thing. All right, so Xander's pretty sure that he got this from Amy Double D. She was actually at the table right across from us, and I feel really bad that I didn't actually get to meet her. We were just so crazy busy, but they're it's almost like a cartilage for these Lego bricks. They're not Lego though. They're an off-brand. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on it, but it's got these. They're like little pieces of cartilage that make them articulate. So this is kind of cool. We're gonna have to look into that and see what that was all about. Tons of maker coins. The Canadian Maker Project, Ron M. I got his maker coin. I got John and Ken's maker coin. Shane's maker coin. Tons and tons of stuff. Stickers from all you guys. All right, knock it off. This piece right here is special.
I don't know what that is.
This came from Josh of Design Make Teach, and he gave this to my wife. And I don't know if that's going to show up on camera. Yeah, it made my wife cry. She was so happy about it. It's the how did he describe that? That's the ladies of the behind the scenes ladies of NASA. Is that what it is? Or just behind the scenes ladies? I don't know. But he said to my wife, he goes, I know that Fun King 3D wouldn't function without you, and so I'm going to give this to you, and it's really cool, and I hope that's showing up. It probably is not, but it is a lithophane, which is cool. I haven't printed any of those yet, so I'll give that to you right now. So that ends up in your collection and not mine. Well, that's it. We're done. I think that was Mosaic too, wasn't it?
Yes.
The guitar pick
Yes.
was Mosaic,
Oh,
which
we
is
also
pretty
got
cool.
A shield.
Yeah, a link shield.
And,
All right, if you'll clear the top of that for
and we
me.
got stickers. And we got Bel Air thing. Oh, what's that? Ooh, what's this?
Easiest way to get slinkies. Get a tangle in your PLA spool and then start unraveling it. Instant slinky.
It's the instant Slinky 2000.
Print a wrench. Then if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. All right. You want to do it?
Open. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
You don't know
this
what?
Way?
Yeah? You don't have to push that hard. It's just tape you're going through. This box is also from Shawm. Hello, Brian Vines. Thanks for joining us. Brian with a Y, Vines with an I.
Cut that.
Well, you can spell Brian with an I, and you can also spell Vines with a Y. So. Oh.
Whoa.
Y'all missed Xander cutting that open.
Oh, there's still a part right here. I was just gonna peel it off or whatever.
Oh, that's too cool. All right, this is crazy, show 'em. This is crazy. You gotta stop doing stuff like this.
Okay, so
Get it out.
first,
Get it all out. Get it all out.
oh, that's cool. That's
You
even.
can look at it and talk about it. Oh my gosh, show 'em.
No, it's done. When he was talking,
Oh, sure, just throw it on the floor.
when he was talking about a lot of pieces, he wasn't kidding. I'm getting it, Zach.
That's fine. Just watch your head coming up so you don't bang your head. Wow, holy cow. Okay, so growing up so fast, Glenn. It was just last week he was definitely afraid to even touch one. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Got Mace Windu.
Wow. That is awesome. What do you guys tell? What do you
Thank
tell
you,
Sean?
Sean. Thank you.
All right, now your mic's on. Now you can tell him thank you.
Thank you.
We've had Zach a little bit muted just so he doesn't make too much noise, but show him thank you. Now you have to tell me, are these collectibles or can they be played with?
Ooh, Anakin.
NJ Printing in the house. Rather see them go to someone who will enjoy them. Well, they will definitely enjoy them. Zach got this. Zach got this little play set from the aquarium yesterday. It's a boat and a shark and a man, and he played with that thing in the hotel room for a good couple of hours, and it made me think back to Adventure People, which I know a lot of you guys won't even know what that is, but you know it was like a 6-inch. It was articulating, but not full articulating action figures, and they had like Jeeps and planes and boats, and it was like people that you played with.
Is it the people that like had the legs that just like articulated?
Yeah, they only bent at the hip. Right, they didn't. The knees and the elbows didn't bend. Right.
Then it was like that.
That's how it was back in my day.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hi Vince, welcome. I didn't see you sneak in here. Wow, Sean, that is awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. What is the big set with the Superman and the Batman?
It's like a Superman versus Batman thing.
That's a lot of Star Wars.
Oh, Padme.
Oh, that's too cool. Exclusive Mega Armored Lex Luthor. Hey, are you allowed to play with that? What does that say? Okay, you can play with it.
No, he's only 2. He's not allowed to.
Wow, that is awesome. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much for that. So, well, I think that's everything that we had. Kung Fu Grip. That's right, we did. We had G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip. That's all we needed. Yeah, we used to play with them in the creek all the time. Yeah, absolutely. They had like the parachute guy, and that was fun stuff. I enjoyed that. Unfortunately, I don't have any of mine anymore.
So many.
Well, ERRF was a smashing success, and we are absolutely counting down the days for next year. We are, what did I say, 4 months away from having to be prepared for Orlando Maker Faire. For those of you who were not at ERRF and you did not get to see, I got too much stuff around me now. We have grand plans to have Project FK1 done and ready for Orlando Maker Faire. That is our 400 by 1200 by 450 millimeter capacity printer, which may actually, the capacity may change a little bit. It'll still be 400 by 1200.
It didn't change.
But there's a couple of design changes that are coming due to input that I received from ERRF. So that will be fun. The toys that made us. I'm going to have to check that out, Chris. That was walking through the Smithsonian this week. Like every time there was old toys, I'm like, oh, I had one of those. I remember, that was fun. I got a Chris Riley pen.
No, I got that one.
No, Oh, the skateboard.
Are you planning to print surfboards?
Are you planning on printing surfboards? No, but I'll be able to print skateboards.
I have one.
Go get that skateboard.
I will.
I'll go get it.
No, I want to go get it. I know where it is.
All right. Well, just remember your mic's on, so like don't go down and go pee or anything, cause
I'll yell when I walk down the stairs.
It was fun. It was fun. He grew up with Major Matt Manson. I don't think I ever heard of that one either, Tom. Oh yeah, Brian. I had all of the Evel Knievel. Yeah, Evel Knievel motorcycle. I had the RV that he would jump over the RV and stuff. Oh yeah, toys were fun back then. Now it's all video games.
Yes, I finally.
Who likes video games? Those are boring. Xander likes video games. So, but yeah, ERRF was awesome. It was really cool getting to meet a lot of you guys face to face for the first time. It was wonderful to see friends that we hadn't seen in a while. So again, if you guys didn't make it, whatever, start planning now for Murph or ERRF or both. So yeah, you want to tell the story about that?
So I was walking back in to help like bring down stuff, and then the guy that had it, I don't even remember.
No, we're not sure who you are, so you know if you see this, let us know.
But like
who you were.
He was walking with the cart, and he just like went like this in front of me.
You hit me in the face with that. Xander, I was like 20 feet in front of Xander, and I'd walk back inside, and I seen him go by with it, and I thought, oh, that would be cool to have. And I kind of turned to take a second look at the skateboard. And here comes Xander, and what happens in one swift motion, boom, the board comes off the cart and into his hands. And I went, holy cow, thank you. Like that. And then I went, oh yeah, now I got to buy him wheels and trucks. Thanks a lot. So, but that's not a go out and ride skateboard. That is definitely a hang on the wall and display skateboard. So that was cool. Shalom said I was the toy hustler for 5 years before Skewed View 3D. Toys paid for us to start 3D. That's pretty cool. So, are you done monkeying around?
Yes.
All right. Well, I really think that wraps this up. Do you have anything to say about ERRF?
No.
Do you have anything to say about ERRF? You want me to turn your mic on? You want to say something?
I can't. He's pushing.
All right,
my
your
chair.
mic's on. Now you can tell everybody what you thought about ERRF.
It was awesome.
Did you meet anybody cool? You didn't meet anybody cool inside the whole place? No?
I didn't see anyone.
You didn't see anyone? You hung out with Uncle Ron a lot. And Sean, you were hanging out with Sean from IC3D. You guys were playing. He scared you pretty bad one time, didn't he?
He did? What happened?
He just scared him, and you know how much Zach hates that, and then yeah. All right, so but all the same big thanks go out to all the same people as our last live stream. You guys were awesome. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else, so we are actually going to wrap this.
So are these collectibles or?
Oh, Sholm didn't say. So Sholm, are these collectible or play toys? I watch Zach from How I Do It, Matt's stream. They were watching you from people's live streams, buddy. Did you meet anyone cool? Nope. He's a man of few words. Nobody's as cool as he is. But we're just printing wall brackets. Yeah, we were definitely going to look at printing wall brackets for the boards, but I want to put wheels on it. So, Near East Chris made Jason jump a foot with his laugh snuck out. I mean, that's cool.
No, you can play with them.
So no, open and play. Awesome. So it's not like the Grinch. You don't have to put it in with anything we send. All right, that's appreciated. I just I never know. Never know. And then I'm always like, oh, but toys aren't any fun if you have to leave them in the package. So we got double blasters from Sholm too here. Pew 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 pew.
I'm pretty sure I got the red one.
All right, whatever.
It's
So,
disintegrated.
all right, if somebody will one more time so that I can be lazy and not dig back through the chat, post up the link to Tony Ryan's live stream. I would like to do a raid. I mean, chances are everybody that was here was over there anyway, but it was my bad for not realizing he was streaming. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle unopened cards. No, we still have those here. I've got these in a drawer. The Beetlejuice and stuff.
No, those I wouldn't open.
Yeah, these
those are old.
Those are old. They're less old than I am.
Well, that's because you're a dinosaur.
Challenge: 3D print the trucks and wheels for the skateboard. That actually could be done, Rover. Dave from Matter Hackers, if I'm not mistaken, printed trucks for a skateboard out of Nylon X and actually uses them. I think that was Dave. I know he printed pedals for a bicycle. So, bye, Walt. Thanks for being here. All right, so there is. Oh, he's offline. Well, that's not fun. We need to support the whole rating other channels at the end of live streams. I think that's fun.
Well, then check who is live.
Let's see who I have. Yeah, the only one that I have showing live other than us is 3D Matter Makers. And it looks like he is just doing...
So
it's just a print.
We should rate him. That's good.
But he's not there. If he's not actually in there, then it's no fun. Yep, done. Okay. Anybody else have a run on somebody that's live right now? Print trucks and wheels for display. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Definitely look into that. Yeah, that's the only one that I see that's live, which, I mean, YouTube sometimes lies to me, so. All right, guys. Well, then I guess we're not going to read anybody today, but we do thank you for being here. I don't know how long we went today. This is probably the shortest one, under an hour so far. This is probably the shortest live stream we've ever done, but like I said, I just felt it would be better to do this as a live stream because I love interacting with you guys. And then you guys could give me input as far as, you know, some of the stuff that I wasn't sure where it came from. Yeah, Josh from Design Make Teach was also walking around handing out small Virginias. So, and it just so happened that we got 2 and that they were blue and orange. Fan of the blue and orange, fan of the blue and orange. So, but thank you guys, each and every one of you that gave us stuff. Thank you guys for making my kids happy. That's always fun to me. And we had a fantastic week. We think that we might have been the slowest people coming home from ERRF, but we've seen a lot of stuff in between. Talk about your printer, Glenn. Oh, you're roping me into staying longer, are you?
No.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull up the photos. Oh, look, I just happen to already have them pulled up. We'll put them over there, and then we will ask to see the right-hand monitor. All right, so there she is in all of her glory. That is known as the FK1, and I can't see the chat right now, so I'm going to just talk for a minute, and then I'll pop back over to the chat. But that is the FK1, and again, it is 400 millimeters deep. It is 1,200 millimeters wide this way. And as of right now, it has a 450 millimeter height Z capacity. When I showed this off at ERRF to people that are way more intelligent than I am, I was questioned. Well, in fact, it was a dumb moment. But Sanjay from E3D said, "Why didn't you make the the extruder move on the short axis instead of the long axis to reduce your amount of mass. And I stared at it for a minute and I said, because I didn't think about it, but that's just genius. So, and he gave me a couple other ideas. I picked up a few things from Gordon at G-Create, which is what started all of this. This was going to be a ripoff of the G-Create Big. And when I said to him, hey, I love your stuff, but I can't afford your stuff, I'm going to rip you off and make my own, he said, do it. He said, absolutely do it. It is so much fun. So that's how that started. I just want to be able to see the chat, so I'm going to move the chat for a second here. I want you guys to see me moving stuff around. I'm going to put chat over on my side. Now Xander doesn't get to see the chat. And then we will pop that back up because I have a couple more pictures. All right, so see if we can cycle through these. That's just showing the.
What are you planning to print on it?
Yes, Virginia. There's a small Virginia. Uncle Ron said he's glad we're home safe. We appreciate that. What are you planning on printing on it? Well, really anything that I want to. It wasn't about making it a certain size to have the capacity to do a certain thing. I liked the G-Create Big. The fact that they could print skateboard decks on it was really cool, and I was intrigued with being able to do such things. But then I had to make it bigger than the Big. I mean, you have to have the biggest printer on the block, right? So, explain how you're going to move on the short axis, please. Oh, you want me to give away all of the tidbits up ahead, huh? So, okay, let's go to here. No, not that one. That's not a good image. Let's go back to here. So as of right now, there is 2020 here that works as the y-axis. The bed is stationary, it does not move. These carriages right here carry this 2040, which is what the extruder rides on. So instead, there's going to be two 2040s, one coming off of this carriage and one coming off of this carriage across. And then there will be a short carriage between those two, and the extruder will run front to back on those, and that whole entire extruder assembly will move side to side, or that whole carriage will move side to side this way. So I hope that makes sense. I think close to 500 hours into designing this right here. This is like the fourth iteration that came to be through this, and unfortunately, the more I think about the changes I'm going to make, the more I know that I have to change everything. So, the framing will stay the same. I may turn these uprights the other way, and just use these same carriage plates. Remix them to handle the 2040 across the front and back, and then there will be a short carriage, a short axis running between those two. Right now, here you can see there's a drive shaft that runs, there's a single stepper motor here, and this drive shaft, this is a carrier bearing here, this drive shaft runs side to side, that runs the y-axis forward and backwards. It's got a belt on each side that levels it out so that it stays in time. You don't get any cant running through it. You don't get any hang up. So it's going to have to do the same thing running the other way, and then that carriage will run the long way here. But E3D was really awesome. Even before I could show them pictures of this thing, I reached out to them and asked them if they'd be interested in sponsoring me for a hot end, and they have. So that was really awesome, and that's why I had approached Sanjay. I didn't go to him and say, hey, I designed this printer, how would you do it better? I just went over and I said, hey, I want to show you what I'm building that you guys were kind enough to sponsor. And I held the picture in front of him, and he just kind of stared at it for what felt like an eternity. I'm sure it was only like 5 or 10 seconds, but it felt like forever. And I'm thinking, okay, and then he goes, why did you choose to make the extruder move on the long axis, and I was like, I'm an idiot. Very smart young man. My wife says he looks like he's about 12, and but the kids today are smarter. No, he's really a very, very smart human being, and I like to surround myself with that. So just make this one as FK1 and do the other as FK2. No, I'm saving FK2 for the next full redesign. I don't want to build this one because it isn't right. I mean, the couple of things that were pointed out to me absolutely made sense. But I now have less than 4 months to get it completely designed, built, and printing before Orlando Maker Faire, because that is where it's going to make its debut. So I got some work to do. So thank you, Vaughn. Says looks awesome. Looks awesome. Printer. Love to see the build. It's going to happen. It's all going to happen live. And as of this time, unless I build it and somebody comes along and says, hey, we want to pay you huge amounts of money for the design, because I'd be crazy not to do that. But if that doesn't happen, it will be released into the public, and you will be able to build your own. Can you guys stop? Stop.
Okay.
So, but I want FK all, the FK infinity. Chances are you'll be able to scale it to really any size that you want. You may have to change the extrusion size, because of the distance if you go larger, but I've already determined it'll be easy enough to make it, like if you wanted just 400 by 400 or whatever, you just change the extrusion and bed size and you'd be good to go. So, but you guys got anything else? Are you still on? No, I turned you off. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We did break the hour mark. We're at 1 hour, 1 minute. So I think that was an awesome length. Vaughn, I absolutely appreciate that, and I will have that wish list publicly available very, very soon. I did buy all of the not the hardware, but all of the screws and nuts and bolts, which would be this massive bag here, which it's got to weigh a good, it's got to be close to 20 pounds. So it's like 10 rolls of filament. So, but I really think as the build goes, it's going to be straightforward. It's a lot of V-slot extrusion from open builds, and the aluminum bed is going to be a huge cost involved in it. I've decided to build it and make sure it prints before I put the heater on it. The heater is custom made and is coming out of China for about $130 shipped. So I'm going to build the printer, make sure it works before I spend that on the heater, only because if it doesn't work out and I have to change it, everything else can be reused. That print bed heater can only be used as a 400 by 1200. So, but yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I mean, we scheduled this 3 minutes out. It was just kind of on a whim. We were getting ready to record, and we said, bam, let's do a live stream and see who shows up. And I mean, it was all of you guys, and we appreciate that. We love you guys. We definitely had a fun-filled week and a vacation. The sad part is I have to go back to work tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it. I could use another couple of weeks off. Well, in fact, I could use the next 4 months off. I'd get some stuff done then, but then no money comes in and I couldn't get anything done. So, as always, you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Xander's not even into this. Huh? Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications of all of our cool new videos, and there will be a ton of videos coming on the FK1. As Zach always says, hit that thumbs up. Right? We like the thumbs up, not the thumbs down. They're really still tired, so they're a little screwy. So, Mad Mike 8 says, I have an idea for you. And then he just leaves us hang. While we're waiting for Mad Mike to type out that idea for us, unless he's just going to leave us hang, just a quick reminder. AIO Robotics filaments are now available overseas. They are? In the European areas. So hit up your local Amazon and search for WIN, W-I-N, WIN Robotics, and you should be able to get their filaments over there. They also have a deal going right now where if you refer somebody to buy their filaments, you get filaments I don't really know the details of that. We don't take advantage of that. But, oh, man, Mike says, yep, we'll explain later. Too long. That's like that old joke. How do you keep an idiot in suspense? And they say, how? And you say, I'll tell you later. So, all right, man, Mike, if you want to email that to me, that would be awesome. For those of you who don't have my email, it's Glenn with 2 N's, GLENN, at funking3d.com. And other than that, that's going to wrap it up. We got to go film a MakerBox video that we are always excited about. We have a new Alien 3D UFO box that was sent to us without even having to ask or beg for it, which is always exciting. And we got a couple of things for a Mailbag Monday. It'll be a short Mailbag Monday tomorrow if I am able to get it edited out. We did not have a chance to check the P.O. box when we got home yesterday, so there might be stuff waiting there, but we won't have that. I think that's it. Love you guys, seriously. You're all wonderful. Those of you who keep giving my kids stuff, I'm not going to tell you to stop because it warms my heart when my children are happy. But really, you got to stop. We had a fantastic time at ERRF. Everybody there was so fantastically wonderful. And it truly is like hanging out with family. And we look forward to doing it again soon. All of those in Florida, I wasn't kidding when I said I want to put something together where we get together a couple times a year, even if it's just for a meal. No, not farts. The Florida area rep trade show. No, seriously, just to get together so that we can make the Florida community much tighter and keep it growing. And all of you out there that are near here, consider Orlando Maker Faire in November.
Xander looks like an egg zombie. What's that?
Well, Xander zombie.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, all right, seriously, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. And until next time, as always, print on.